Hello and welcome to this first segment of a series of podcasts we are developing to help you understand the work that we do at the MSG Secretariat. Now, you may have heard about our Project Coordination Management Unit, our latest edition, better known as PCMU. Today we talk to its manager, Mr. Johnston Riven, who will tell us about the roles and functions of this unit. Mr. Riven, thank you once again for your time. Tell us about PCMU.
Thank you for this opportunity as well. Project Coordination Management Unit is a project that sits within MSG Secretariat. So MSG Secretariat is the implementing agency for this project. This project comes at the back of numerous calls by our Melanesian spearhead group leaders that MSG Secretariat is to look outside of the current traditional financing model so that it can be able to sustain its operation going forward. So the Australian government through DFAT has actually come on board to finance this project. It's a small project, but with two key outcomes that is expected from this project. And one of the outcomes is to come up with the systems and processes using the project lens and try and work closely with Melanesian Spearhead Group Secretariat's existing processes and systems to see how a project can sit within MSG Secretariat. That's the first outcome. And of course, the second outcome is for PCMU to undertake member country consultations. Member country consultations so that we can be able to come up with a concept note or concept notes that MSG Secretariat can be able to present to development partners, DFAT or any other development partners for that matter.
I understand PCMU is currently doing a round of stakeholder consultations among the MSG member countries. Tell us about that.
Okay, there are currently two consultations happening concurrently. The first one is Youth for Melanesia. Youth for Melanesia's concept note was well in place prior to starting of the PCMU. So Youth for Melanesia concept note actually talks about how we can empower those youths that are specifically unemployment youths that are specifically found in Port Vila and in Honiara. So those two locations will be the implementing locations. So the PCMU project, there is an expectation for PCMU project to operationalize Youth for Melanesia project. In that sense, what it means is that we need to consult with the key stakeholders both in Vanuatu and in Solomon Islands. So we started the initial consultations with Vanuatu and with Solomon Islands. Basically, we're doing these consultations because in the concept note, we Melanesian Spearhead Group Secretariat felt that there is a gap that needs to be addressed properly. So we have taken that back to our stakeholders, and there are some consensus reached from those stakeholder consultations. So what we will do as a way forward for Youth for Melanesia project is DFAT is also finalizing their design team, and hopefully by next week or so we will now be meeting with the DFAT team to finalize and try and address this gap. So that is one consultation that's happening now. You're referring to the recent trip that we just returned from Honiara. That is one of the, it's in relation to one of the key outcomes of Project Coordination Management Unit project itself. So the expectation is that because the leaders at the June meeting, June forum, have expressed concerns around emerging issues in our region, including the wider Pacific island space. What comes out very clearly from them in that meeting forum is that climate change, challenges to climate change and challenges to women and youth empowerment seems to be coming strong. So Melanesian Spearhead Group Secretariat, as an organization that is responsive to the leaders' key outcomes, we are now undertaking country consultations, starting with Solomon Island. Basically, what it means is that the outcomes of the country consultations will now inform our concept notes. And what we are expecting is that by December, we should finish all our country consultations, and hopefully we will have some consensus by early next year. And our expectation is that MSG, the Director General of the MSG Secretariat, will now convey a partners meeting and present the concept notes to the partners.
Okay. Thank you. Mr. Riven, so far, what has the response been like on the ground?
The response so far, I think for Youth for Melanesia is excellent. We are quite ready for the different team.
Great.
It's excellent. The expectations are quite good from not just the Melanesian Spearhead Group Secretariat, but from our stakeholders as well. So I think we are ready to put on table what needs to be addressed in the design. So we are ready for the different team. That's as far as Youth for Melanesia project is concerned. As far as the PCMU's own consultation is concerned, there are 8 key outcomes, 4 each from the climate change lens and women and youth empowerment. Right. There are 4 key outcomes that came out from the consultation workshop, which are quite relevant, and these are what we call felt needs. So the way Melanesian Spearhead Group is trying to do is that we're not doing analytical work at the back and then bringing it on the table to say this is your problem. We're doing it differently now. Our Melanesian Spearhead Group Secretariat's involvement and engagement is slightly different. We are going on the table without knowing whatever problem it is. We are now asking the key stakeholders and the people on the ground to tell us what their real issues and challenges are. And based on that, we will be now developing concept notes that can be further developed by, together into a full document with potential development partners.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Riven from the Secretariat's Project Unit, bringing to a close our first podcast.